were driving through New Hampshire, not too far from Mount Hood, and on the side of the road there was a guy just splayed out, 2 people over top of him. Honestly, I thought he got hit by a car. It's a 55-mile-an-hour road. I thought it was just gonna be a dead guy. So we pulled over just to see if we could help out at all. Turns out he had a massive heroin overdose. So, yeah. I'm checking this guy's pulse. There's a firefighter there making sure his respirations are good. We've already given him 1 dose of Narcan. Like, everybody's on top of everything, and random woman decides to step in and start yelling at this dude's wife who's holding...
Wait. You're not going to do it justice. I want to talk about her. Okay. This woman, the absolute worst thing you can do during an emergency situation is show up and make the emergency situation all about you. And that is exactly what this woman did.
Yeah.
She was yelling at and she was yelling like nonsense. She was yelling at the wife. She was yelling at like, I think her intentions might have been good because she was yelling instructions.
Wait, hang on. Literally, the wife of this guy, he's completely unconscious. We're keeping him alive at this point. She's got his jaw in her hand, separating it so that he can have a good, clean airway.
Yeah.
And this woman decides to give her a lecture.
Yeah, she's giving her a lecture about like why it's dangerous if there's kids involved, how he needs to get help, obviously. It was miserable. She's like yelling at like cars going by, the guy that was the paramedic that was helping out. I'm an EMT and I decided to just bow out because between her yelling and the paramedic and Trevor and him trying to communicate, I was like, too many people, just let the 2 professionals do their thing. I'll handle this yelling woman. Or yeah, she was absolutely miserable.
Yeah, but here's the thing, if the kids are in that same house, the kids are exposed to it too.
Now's not the time, guys.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying concerned about like the kids.
I understand. Now's not the time.
If they've been touching it though, that's all I'm saying. No, they haven't. We've been dealing with this for 8 years.
Yeah, so everywhere on this guy is tattooed from the top of his head to his ankle. Every single tattoo has something to do with alcoholism, something to do with addiction, you know, fighting the good fight, don't do it anymore, don't relapse, all that kind of stuff.
He was obviously somebody who was working through his issues.
Yeah.
And this woman yelling at the wife, I mean, if
she doesn't know there's issues.
If it had been us, I think I would have like paused keeping you alive just to get up and smack her.
Don't be this woman. Technology. Dumb shit. You know, always works like it's supposed to. Knives. Okay, so we're in Lincoln, New Hampshire.
Alien invasion.
The first recorded sighting of an alien abduction, and they did reference probing. So we're gonna check it out.
Hmm.
What's up? Dude, we came to see aliens. There's one over there. So it's pretty cool because it was an interracial couple back in 1961. They both worked for the NAACP and a bunch of other stuff, so they were freedom fighters, which makes me think of the movie I worked on, Loving. So go check that out. But yeah, this is the gas station right across the street. So like this is one of the big epicenters of people who come and check it out, whatever. But yeah, this is pretty fun. It's pretty cool. What do you think, Kourt?
I have no words.
What a dick. Alright, so they've actually got a mile marker for this thing, or a roadside, whatever you want to call it, deal. Totally gonna get out and check this thing out, and Courtney is just gonna keep making fun of me. I don't care. I think this stuff's like, it's just fun. There's no two ways about it. It's just fun, it's interesting, and you don't find this kind of stuff everywhere. So, Kourt, come on.
Did you find the aliens?
Well, sort of. I told you it was real. All right, so Betty and Barney Hill incident on the night of September 19th to 20th, 1961, Portsmouth, New Hampshire couple, Betty and Barney Hill, experienced a close encounter with an unidentified flying object in 2 hours of lost time while driving south on Route 3 near Lincoln. They filed an official Air Force Project Blue Book report of a brightly lit cigar-shaped craft the next day, but were not public with their story until it was leaked in the Boston Traveler in 1965. This was the first widely reported UFO abduction report in the United States. Thoughts?
There's so many.
This is an official sign. Thoughts?
I have a lot of thoughts.
It's obviously real. It's gotta be real. Look, official. Official.
Yeah, if the government says it, you know it's real.
Aliens. Said supposedly hovered over here. Middle of the night. Big lights, flashes, turn around, disappeared.
You are so into this.
And then they got
no
abducted and probed.
You're like super into this. I did not know.
It's interesting.
That you were into aliens. I mean, this is great. I feel like I'm still learning so much about you. Your dating phase is never over.
I mean, look how beautiful it is.
Super, super, super.
I mean, let's be honest. If I was an alien, I'd want to come here. It's pretty,
It is very pretty.
right?
So it's not hard, but it is very draining. And since we've been arguing half the walk, well, more than half, super out of breath.
guess.
So Trevor and I went a little bit past where the trail stops. So the trail stops all the way down there. You can see a couple of people. But Trevor and I followed a game trail up through the woods. So I'm not gonna lie, it was freaking hard. Like we were literally on all fours the whole way because it was such like a steep angle. But it was totally worth it. It's so pretty up here. There's nobody else around. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Wasn't in a good mood this morning, and Courtney was dealing with me being a dick all morning long, and I don't know, it's definitely a very realistic part of living tiny and living on the road. So, you know, every single time that we fight it out. We don't run from the fight. We don't get passive aggressive. We deal with it, which a lot of times really sucks and it's hard, you know, but it's a lot better than, I don't know, just being pretending to be something you're not. So I was a dick this morning. I'm sorry, babe.
Love you.
I love you too.
Oh, that was so close.
I absolutely love wearing sunglasses, but hate them. I cannot wear them. I throw them. I lose them. I spent probably over $1,000 in my lifetime on glasses and lost and broke every one of them.
These are your like nice ones from Brad. They're Oakleys. He like just got me. It's not a big deal. Trevor left his glasses, which is a little ironic since we just
hate glasses. I hate them.
Hey, I love you. I'll be right back.
Me too.
We hiked about.
Wait, are we sure we didn't get them and put them in the backpack?
I mean, double check, but I just remember where they were on the rock. Well, this sucks. I think we hiked back like a little over a mile, and it is all very, very much uphill. Because it was hard to find the game trail without Trevor. Mission accomplished. It's a lot easier to run back without all the freaking camera gear. Ooh. This group of girls, just past this group of girls, that was blaring a boombox with them while they were hiking, listening to rap music. And my first thought was, why the heck would you go on a hike and listen to rap music instead of nature all around you? But then I reminded myself that everybody enjoys things differently. I'm sure that tons of people look at Trevor and I with all of our camera gear all the time and think the same thing. But the fact of the matter is that's how Trevor and I enjoy places, through the eye of a lens. We just always have. I just enjoy places better when I get like a really cool shot, and Trevor with film work. So people just enjoy things different ways. There's no reason to judge. We can all enjoy rap music and camera gear together. You weren't coming to look for me, were you? Hi, buddy.
I'm sorry.
Mission accomplished.
I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry?
I left it. All right, so New York, doing friggin' cool farm stand thing where you can pick all your own fruits and vegetables and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna do some blueberry picking and get them antioxidants. Being honest, I've never actually picked blueberries. I've had a little bit of survival training, and ultimately in survival training you don't usually come across blueberries, so it's not really something anybody talks about. So I had to ask the guy up front, and he kind of gave me a funny look. I didn't know if you pick blueberries by the branch or by the individual. It turns out you pick them by the individual. The deeper blue color, the better they are. If they got red on them, they're more tart. And that's all I got. So here we go. We totally got tricked.
Oh wow, we had to work for it.
Right?
Unbelievable.
Okay, so we found a place in Philadelphia that is gonna help us replace the front windshield that in episode 2 I broke because I'm an idiot. So we're heading that way, but it's gonna be about a week and a half before they can take care of us. So we're just kind of bouncing around trying to figure out stuff to do, and we just happen to find a cool little train, private railroad and everything that'll take us for a ride, and we're gonna see if we can't get a cool photo with that.
New York, we gotta save some time before we get to the broken windshield people on Monday. So we found a cool little scenic trail, or train ride. So that's what we're doing, right, Kourt?
We are headed to New Jersey for a week to hang out with our good friend Zoltan, who is easily the most fantastic as well as strangest humans I've ever met. He was the best man at our wedding, and he is just this crazy Hungarian dude who, like, this week, I don't know, I have no expectations other than just getting into a lot of shenanigans, especially when him and Trevor are together. But yeah, he's one of those people that could live in $1 million mansion, or we could be sleeping under the stars outside for a week. You just don't really know. But I do know that when him and Trevor get together, it's always entertaining.